The importance of stress-free pregnancies and healing from previous miscarriages for healthy child development. When trying to conceive or going through abortions for various reasons, it is crucial for women to prioritize stress-free pregnancies and heal from the trauma of previous miscarriages. Unresolved trauma can lead to increased stress levels during subsequent pregnancies, which can have a detrimental impact on the baby's development. Furthermore, this unhealed trauma can contribute to intergenerational trauma, affecting families psychologically and behaviorally. Stress during pregnancy has also been linked to an increased risk of mental illness, including depression and anxiety, as well as conditions like ADHD and autism. Understanding the mechanisms behind these effects can help us recognize the importance of addressing trauma and promoting a stress-free environment for expectant parents. 1. Impact of unresolved trauma on pregnancy. Unresolved trauma from previous miscarriages or other pregnancy-related experiences can cause significant stress during subsequent pregnancies. The fear of losing another baby or experiencing complications due to unresolved trauma can exacerbate stress levels. This stress, when unaddressed, can negatively impact the developing fetus by releasing stress hormones that may affect its overall development. 2. Intergenerational trauma. Traumatic experiences, such as miscarriages, can lead to intergenerational trauma, where the effects of trauma are passed down through generations. Unresolved trauma can manifest in parenting behavior, impacting the psychological well-being of both parents and children. Recognizing and addressing these traumas is crucial to break the cycle and create a healthier environment for future generations. 3. Epigenetic changes and risk of ADHD and autism. ADHD and autism are complex conditions influenced by a combination of genetic, environmental, and developmental factors. Stress during pregnancy can contribute to the risk of developing ADHD or autism through epigenetic changes. Epigenetics refers to modifications on top of DNA that can affect gene expression without altering the genetic code. Stress, as an environmental factor, can induce epigenetic changes that influence the development of these conditions. Research from 2019 found that stress during pregnancy is one way intergenerational trauma can be passed down. Parental stress during pregnancy is associated with children who have autism spectrum disorders, schizophrenia, and attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, ADHD. A study from 2018 suggests a link between intergenerational trauma and depression. It found evidence that trauma can be passed between generations epigenetically, which means that trauma experienced by an ancestor might affect the way your genes are expressed. In addition to affecting the next generation, research has shown that trauma experienced by pregnant women can impact 3 generations: herself, her child, and her child's eggs. When it comes to the impact of trauma on children, research suggests that genetic factors and the transmission of trauma through generations can play a role. This means that the experiences of previous generations, including trauma, can affect an individual's genes and subsequently influence their susceptibility to mental health disorders. The documentary In Utero from 2016 explores the idea that the environment in the womb can have lasting effects on the developing fetus. It suggests that maternal stress during pregnancy can affect the expression of genes in the fetus, making them more prone to mental health issues like depression, anxiety, and other disorders. During pregnancy, a mother's stress hormones can cross the placenta and influence the developing fetus. If a mother experiences high levels of anxiety and stress, the fetus may perceive the world as a dangerous place and adapt to this perceived threat. This adaptation can lead to the fetus being more vigilant and having increased levels of stress hormones before and after birth. 4. Impact of unhealed trauma in men. Unhealed trauma in men can have a biological impact on their genes, particularly in their sperm. This can then influence their offspring by carrying intergenerational trauma. Biologically, trauma can cause changes in the structure and function of genes through a process called epigenetics. Epigenetic modifications can alter the expression of genes without changing their DNA sequence, and these modifications can be passed down to future generations. Intergenerational trauma passed through genes can show up in our offspring in various ways. For example, certain epigenetic changes can affect the regulation of stress response genes, making individuals more susceptible to experiencing heightened stress and anxiety. These changes can also impact the functioning of neurotransmitters and hormones involved in emotional regulation, potentially leading to mental health issues in offspring. Healing before having children is important because it can influence our genes as well. When individuals engage in healing practices such as therapy, counseling, or other forms of trauma recovery, it can contribute to the regulation of stress response genes and promote healthier gene expression patterns. By addressing and resolving trauma, individuals can help reduce the likelihood of passing on intergenerational trauma to their children. Men also need to take care of themselves and manage their stress levels when trying to have a baby with their partner. High levels of stress can negatively impact sperm quality and fertility. Chronic stress can lead to hormonal imbalances, reduced sperm production, and impaired sperm function. Therefore, it is important for men to prioritize self-care, engage in stress-reducing activities, and seek support when needed to optimize their reproductive health and increase the chances of having a healthy baby. Recent studies have shed light on the significant role of sperm quality in the occurrence of miscarriages during pregnancies. It has been found that a substantial number of miscarriages are caused by the compromised quality of sperm. The quality of sperm refers to its ability to successfully fertilize an egg and support the development of a healthy pregnancy. One study conducted by researchers at the University of Sheffield analyzed the sperm samples of couples who experienced recurrent miscarriages. The results revealed that a significant proportion of the miscarriages were attributed to abnormalities in the sperm, such as DNA damage, poor motility, and low sperm count. These abnormalities hindered the fertilization process and hindered the embryo's ability to implant and develop properly, leading to miscarriages. To optimize sperm quality, it is crucial for men to adopt healthy lifestyle habits before and during attempts to conceive. This includes maintaining a balanced diet, avoiding excessive caffeine and alcohol consumption, and refraining from drug use as well managing stress. By adhering to these practices, men can enhance the quality of their sperm and increase the chances of successful fertilization and a healthy pregnancy. Additionally, research has indicated a decline in the quality of men's sperm in recent decades. A comprehensive study published in the journal Human Reproduction Update analyzed data from over 40,000 men across North America, Europe, Australia, and New Zealand. The findings revealed a significant decrease in sperm concentration and motility over the past few decades. Several factors contribute to this decline in sperm quality. Environmental factors such as exposure to pollutants, pesticides, and endocrine-disrupting chemicals have been implicated in disrupting sperm function and reducing sperm quality. Additionally, sedentary lifestyles, poor dietary choices, stress, and increasing age are also believed to play a role in the decline. Understanding the impact of sperm quality on miscarriages highlights the importance of men's preconception health and the need for lifestyle modifications to optimize fertility. By adopting healthy habits and avoiding harmful substances, men can contribute to better and healthier quality sperm, increasing the chances of successful conception and reducing the risk of miscarriages. 5. Prenatal stress and mental health. Stress during pregnancy has been associated with an increased risk of mental health issues in children, such as depression and anxiety. The developing fetus is influenced by the mother's stress levels, as stress hormones cross the placenta and affect the baby's developing brain. The perception of the world as a dangerous place due to stress during pregnancy may contribute to the child's anxiety and other mental health challenges later in life. A stress-free environment during pregnancy is crucial for optimal fetal development. Stress can impact the fetal brain's development, particularly regions involved in attention and self-regulation. The hormones of stress circulating in the womb can influence how the fetus perceives the world, potentially leading to anxiety and other challenges later in life. Both mothers and fathers should aim to be stress-free during the conception period and throughout pregnancy. In conclusion, prioritizing stress-free pregnancies and healing from previous miscarriages is of utmost importance for healthy child development. Unresolved trauma can lead to increased stress levels during subsequent pregnancies, which can have a detrimental impact on the baby's development. Additionally, unhealed trauma can contribute to intergenerational trauma, affecting families psychologically and behaviorally. Stress during pregnancy has also been linked to an increased risk of mental illness, including depression and anxiety, as well as conditions like ADHD and autism. Understanding the mechanisms behind these effects emphasizes the significance of addressing trauma and promoting a stress-free environment for expectant parents. By prioritizing mental well-being, seeking support, and creating a nurturing environment, we can contribute to the well-being of both current and future generations. By 𝗬𝗂𝗃𝗺𝗁, Knowledge is Power.